understand. I said, listen, if the nigga ain't one West, he ain't got on his arm or his chest. I don't give a fuck about the nigga. It's just me and my niggas. We royalty, yeah.
Once again, we are the ISUPK, starting out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. You understand? And when we come out here, y'all probably look at us and say, here come them ignorant Negroes again. Here come them loudmouth, ignorant Negroes wearing those weird-looking clothes and yelling at the top of their lungs. Why won't they just go home? Why won't they get a job? Why won't they find something to do, right? Well, guess what? This is our job, and we enjoy doing it.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? This is why we come out here. You know what I'm saying? This is the one day of the week that we look forward to, because Monday through Friday, we at the plantation. We slaving Monday through Friday. But we do that so that we can get to Saturday. Why? So that we can call the oppressor the devil that the Bible speaks of.
That's
you know
right.
what I'm saying? Us being out here in these corners is biblical. And to the unlearned, you see what I'm saying? They just think we're just a bunch of angry, loudmouth Negroes talking on the corner. But everything that we do comes out of this Bible that's on everybody's coffee table, okay? That's in everybody's room, all right? Some of y'all even got it in y'all back windows of y'all car where y'all doing all kind of vulnerable things. And y'all think that y'all protected because y'all got that Bible in y'all back window.
Right.
How much protection did that Bible have when y'all window got shot out?
Right.
Because y'all was out here committing crimes against the Lord. You get what I'm saying? But we're going to go into this Bible so that we can get an understanding as to why these ignorant, loudmouth Negroes is on the corner. You understand what I'm saying? Let me get Isaiah chapter 58 and verse 1.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 58 and verse 1.
Cry aloud. Do what? Cry aloud. Do what? Cry aloud. Cry aloud is what the scripture said. Isaiah 58 and 1 says, cry aloud. So if you want to know why we out here on these corners, we doing what the Most High told us to do. Let's get some more. Spare not. Do what? Spare not and spare not. Do you want to know why the powerful priest that was up here before me, do you want to know why he was speaking against that alternative lifestyle? Do you want to understand why the priest before him, you understand, was showing you who God's chosen people were? The reason why they came out here to do these things is because we ain't out here to spare nobody's feelings. We're out here to give you the truth whether you like it or not. We're not out here to make friends, you understand me? We are here to bring the 12 tribes together under the banner of the Most High in Christ.
That's right.
That's it and that's all. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to like it, but goddamn it, you will adhere to it or you will fall by the sword with the rest of these heathens when Christ returns.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? Without the ISUPK, you wouldn't know that the alternative lifestyle was an abomination against the Most High. If it wasn't for the ISUPK, you wouldn't know that abortions was a sin against the Lord. You see what I'm saying? This is why we are here in these corners so that we can wake up the lost 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. Read it again. Cry aloud. Spare not. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet. Speak quietly. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet, man. This is why we out here. And I know every time we come out here and they see us walking with this camp equipment and they see us coming with that speaker and that microphone, they thinking, damn, here they come again. You see what I'm saying? But this is why we out here, to lift up our voices like a trumpet. You want to know why? Because we're going to speak out against the crimes that are being committed by the oppressor. And we're going to speak out about the crimes that our own people are doing to one another. You see what I'm saying? Selling drugs is a crime.
Right.
Sleeping with another man's woman is a crime.
Right.
Two men sleeping together is a crime.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And we out here because it's our job to let our people know that the way they living is a means of death. You understand what I'm saying? Let me get Exodus chapter 20 verse 3. You see what I'm saying? And everything that them brothers was dropping goes directly into my topic. You get what I'm saying? The reason why we're living the way that we're living, you understand me? The reason why we don't know that we're Israelites, the reason why we think that it's okay to be Christians or Muslims or any of these fake religions, the reason why we think that these things are okay is because our so-called leaders have failed us. You see what I'm saying? Whether it was Martin Luther King back in the day, whether it was Malcolm X back in the day, T.D. Jakes, Creflo Dollar, you name them, they failed us. You understand? We're going to get it out the Bible, though. We're going to read straight from the Bible because, once again, what everybody has to understand is these ain't my words. All right? These ain't my thoughts. These ain't my opinions. We're reading straight out the same Bible that y'all claim to know and love. Let's get it.
The book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 3. Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
You can have many gods.
Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
You understand? It said thou shalt have no other gods before me. Right? So what does that mean? That means that God is Shiva that y'all worshiping, you know what I'm saying? It's an abomination in the sight of the Lord. So y'all walk around with dreadlocks, you know what I mean, and all these different hairstyles that is not of your culture. It's an abomination in the sight of the Most High.
That's right.
If you worship any kind of statue, you have made that statue your God. If you've been looking forward to June because June is so-called Pride Month, you have made the calendar your God.
Right.
If you celebrate these holidays, you've made these holidays your God.
Right.
If you worship your woman, you have made her your God.
That's right.
When the Most High clearly said, what?
Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
Thou shalt have no other gods before me. You understand what I'm saying? So if you're so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American, and you want to know that why we're in the condition that we're in as a nation, the reason why we're in the condition that we're in as a nation is because we're going against what the Most High said. The Most High said there shall be no other gods, and meanwhile we got a God for everything. We got a God for the living. We got a God for the dead. We got a God for the alternative lifestyle. We got a God for our shoes. We got a God for the days of the week. You understand what I'm saying? We got a God for everything. And all those are a slap in the face to the Most High. Because what you must understand is the only reason why you have breath in your lungs to this day is because the Most High is a merciful power. None of us deserve to be here today.
Right.
But we all should be thankful to the Most High because he's given us an opportunity to turn around and serve him instead of serving these false idols. You get what I'm saying? These fake gods. You get what I'm saying? The Lord is a man of war, and he requires us to be a man of war. How can you be a man of war, like the brother said, if you 6'3", 235 pounds, you walking around with heels on, and you got a wig on.
Right.
It's a lot of y'all who's patterned your whole life after RuPaul. And y'all looking in the mirror, and y'all dressing up because y'all hoping that y'all can be the next RuPaul. You get what I'm saying? The Most High is against RuPaul. You understand what I'm saying? The Most High is against Tu Wong Fu. And all these other movies. What's the other one? Joanna Man. You get my point? What's the other one? The Hot Chick. You see what I'm saying? All these movies where you got men dressing up like women and women dressing up like men. What that movie? We all love Set It Off, right? But that character that Queen Latifah played was absolutely disgusting in the sight of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Let me get Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 9, right? Let me get Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 9. And you know what I'm saying? Because the reason why we're going into these scriptures, because again, our so-called leaders have failed us. The reason why we don't know that it's against the laws of the Bible to live an alternative lifestyle is because our so-called leaders are greedy. They're liars. They're disgusting. And all they care about is putting money in their pockets. Right. And they don't care about whether you live or die. Because if you die, they'll find somebody else to take your place. Why? Because they'll find something to gas them up with so they can get them into their church as well. You ready?
The book of Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 9. That this is a rebellious people.
That this is a what?
A rebellious people.
A rebellious people. You know what I'm saying? In other words, this is a hard-headed people. Right? The Most High is talking about his chosen people, so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Right? And why is he calling us a rebellious people? Because we come out here on these street corners and we tell you to separate from your enemies, and instead you choose to love them harder. Right. We tell you out of the Bible that is a sin to eat pork. What do? You eat more pork. Right. You see what I'm saying? We go in the Bible and we show you where birthdays are unlawful, and what do? You throw bigger birthday parties. That's right. You see what I'm saying? How a nigga on the corner gonna tell me what to do? He can't tell me what to do. He don't run my life. And then you wonder why we getting shot down in the streets. You see what I'm saying? Us eating shrimp, pork, crab, and lobster is the reason why Jordan Neely was murdered on that subway in New York. Right. You see what I'm saying? Us rebelling against the Lord is why that Pope brother's in the grave right now, and why his murderer is being looked at as a national hero. You see what I'm saying? A few days ago, I was on the freeway, and there was a banner that was hanging over the overpass that said, "Free Daniel P, a national hero." So by them calling that murderer a national hero, it lets you know just how they feel about you, black man, Hispanic man, and Native American man. And you know why they so free to feel that way? You know why they think it's okay to feel that way? Because our so-called leaders don't stand up for us.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? That we saying so-called leaders because they refuse to stand up for us. But guess what? We don't need them. You want to know why? Because we got Commander General Yohanan.
That's
You
right.
understand? He's been standing up for this nation, you know what I'm saying, since he was 18 years old. You get my point? And because that mighty general never dropped his sword, is the reason why the doors is open for brothers like myself and these brothers on these corners.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And until Christ returns, we're going to continue to come out here on these corners, and we're going to continue to tell you the truth, whether you like it or not.
That's right.
Let's get some more.
Lying children.
Yeah, what?
Lying children.
Always telling the truth.
Lying children.
Lying children. It don't say that in the Bible. It don't say that you can't eat pork in the Bible. We're not living in the Old Testament no more. We're living in the New Testament. The Old Testament was a long time ago. I got news for y'all. The New Testament was a long time ago too.
Right.
So you can't use that argument.
Right.
This book is thousands of years old. So that's not a good answer. You see what I'm saying? When you say that, you're lying. You get my point? When you say that Christ died so that we can do away with the laws, or when you say that the laws was nailed to the cross with Christ, that makes you a liar. You get what I'm saying? And our so-called leaders have told us that we can do what we want Monday through Saturday as long as we come in here on Sunday and fill up those buckets.
Right. Right.
And let me ask y'all something. For those that's going to that church every Sunday and filling up them buckets, what has your so-called leaders done for you with that money?
Right.
Because the church takes up a collection at least 2 times per service. You see what I'm saying? They got the 7 o'clock service, they got the 9 o'clock service, they got the 11 o'clock service, and then they got the 5 o'clock service for those who have to slave on Sundays. So they gonna make sure that you got access to your Jesus all Sunday long. You get my point? So if there's 4 church services a day, and they doing 2 bucket swaps per service, that's 8 times that bucket is getting passed around the times of war. Can you imagine how much money has been dumped into them buckets? You want to know why your pastor's able to drive around in the car that he's driving around in? You want to know why? He coming up off your hard-earned work. And what does he do? He does nothing for the people but lie.
That's right.
But we're going to go into this Bible, and we're going to show y'all the reason why he's lying to y'all. Not only just because he's greedy, but because that's what y'all want him to do. Let's get some more.
Children that will not hear the law of the Lord.
Won't hear what?
The law of the Lord.
I got the laws are done away with. Read that again.
Children that will not hear the law of the Lord.
You see what I'm saying? Children that will not hear the law of the Lord. Right? So once again, that brother was speaking out against the alternative lifestyle. And yeah, y'all gonna say it's June. And if we go to any restaurant that got a rainbow flag in the front of their restaurant, we get a free drink. And we all know so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans will sell their soul for anything that's free.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? But what you don't understand is when you choose to serve that alternative lifestyle, you know what your reward is? AIDS.
Right.
You know what your reward is? HIV. You understand?
Thank you.
You know what your reward is? Monkeypox. You get what I'm saying? Again, we are the greatest people on the face of the earth according to the Bible, but yet we're on the bottom.
Right.
See what I'm saying? We're the first fired and the last hired, and we can't understand why. We go in every day and we punch that time clock at that plantation, and yet we still getting 3-day notices on our doors. And we trying to figure out why. You want to know why? Because oppressors are ruling over us. And you want to know why those oppressors are ruling over us? Because we refuse to hear the laws of the Lord.
Right.
I can promise you, if we turn back to this Bible and we follow these laws, statutes, and commandments, the Most High will put us in our rightful place.
That's right.
And that's ruling this earth. You see what I'm saying? Because what's plaguing this earth, you know what I'm saying, is a lack of righteous leadership. You see what I'm saying? The King James only cares about himself, except for dollar. What's that other cat named? Kirk Franklin. You see what I'm saying? All them cats right there, all they care about is how much money they're going to make every Sunday.
That's right.
What's the one dude named? Joe Osteen. Y'all love y'all some Joe Osteen. Y'all love that deceiver. Y'all love pale-faced speaker forked tongue.
Right.
But what y'all not going to acknowledge is when it was all bad in Houston, and when they was in need of supplies, and when they was in need of food, and when they was in need of refuge, what did your hero do? He closed the church doors.
That's right.
And you know what was found out about them church doors? Behind them walls, it was tons and tons of cash. You understand me? Look it up for yourself. Go on Google and look up Joel Osteen's stash of money in that wall. You get what I'm saying? And you know why that happens? Because you believe in those so-called leaders, and those so-called leaders have failed you, and they will continue to fail you. Because they don't teach you to serve the laws of the Bible, they teach you to serve the laws of yourself. You look in the mirror and you see yourself as a God. So you tell yourself that whatever you want to do, by all means, you're going to do it. And the Most High is telling you that you cannot live the way you want to live. The proof is us sleeping under bridges. We out here in goddamn Las Vegas where it's plenty of money. How do you know? I pour cement for a living. And right here off the street in Durango, you want to know what they're building? They're not building a new shelter out, right? You see what I'm saying? They're not building a new boys and girls camp for the summer. You know what they're building? Another casino.
Right.
Surprise, surprise. Why? Because we all know Vegas just don't have enough casinos out here to do it. So now they got plenty of money to build another casino, but yet our people are sleeping up under bridges. Our people are at the gas stations begging to clean your windows for some change.
Right.
When your pastor is taking all your money, it should be giving that money to the poor.
Right. Right.
I be one West to the death till they bury me. They ain't scaring me, rip the soul out of Pharisee. Speaking heresy, it get you fucked up apparently. It's like they daring me, I said chill, they ain't hearing me. They ain't listening, every bar nitroglycerin. Hit your heart, bring it back to start, make you live again. Get them dividends, or we start getting ignorant. I be on that soldier shit, I told you shit phenomenal.